You won't believe the shocking number of cyber attacks hitting APAC every single week. Picture this. It's the year 2023 and the Asia-Pacific region is experiencing a significant uptick in cyber attacks. But what's behind this digital chaos? The answer lies in a cocktail of factors. We've got the democratization of malicious software, a fancy term for bad guys getting their hands on dangerous tech. Then we have cybercriminal groups getting more organized, turning cybercrime into a well-oiled machine. Throw in some geopolitical conflicts and economic uncertainty, and voila, you've got the perfect recipe for a cybercrime hotbed. And just like that, APAC has become the ground zero of cyber attacks. A cybersecurity company, Kaspersky, has warned that Indian businesses continue to face significant cyber threats, particularly from ransomware attacks, requiring them to urgently deploy threat intelligence and industrial cybersecurity solutions to safeguard theirs and users' data. Now that we've got your attention, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's easier than changing your hacked password. Let's get to it. Nothing spices up a cybercriminal's day like geopolitical conflicts and economic uncertainty. And guess what? The Asia-Pacific region, or APAC, has got plenty of both. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for cybercriminals, but instead of sushi and dim sum, they're feasting on data and security vulnerabilities. Let's break it down. Geopolitical conflicts often disrupt communication channels, creating a chaotic environment ripe for exploitation. It's like when your parents are arguing, and you sneak into the kitchen to swipe an extra cookie, or 5. Cybercriminals see these conflicts as opportunities to infiltrate systems unnoticed, pilfering sensitive information like a cat burglar in the night. Economic uncertainty, on the other hand, is like the secret sauce in this cybercrime recipe. When economies are shaky, businesses often cut corners on security to save costs. It's like leaving your front door unlocked because you can't afford a new lock. This makes them easy targets for cybercriminals who are always on the lookout for weak points to exploit. Take, for instance, the year 2023. The APAC region saw a whopping increase in weekly cyber attacks, becoming the cybercrime hotspot. A blend of geopolitical tensions and economic instability made it the perfect storm for cybercrime to thrive. But it's not just large corporations at risk. Everyday people like you and me are also targets. Cybercriminals are not picky eaters. They'll happily munch on your personal data if you're not careful. Did someone say surge? No. We're not talking about your favorite energy drink. We're talking about the cyber attack surge in APAC. Buckle up as we delve into the digital battlefield of the Asia-Pacific region. According to FBI and IMF data, the average annual cost of cybercrime is expected to soar from $8.4 trillion in 2022 to more than $23 trillion in 2027. In the year 2023, the APAC region experienced a significant escalation in cyber attacks. This wasn't your ordinary rise, folks. It was a record-breaking, heart-stopping, and nail-biting increase. The region witnessed the highest year-over-year growth in weekly cyber attacks. In 2023, India was hit by 2,138 cyber attacks per week per organization, which is a 15% increase on a year-over-year basis, a report said. It trailed behind Taiwan, which experienced 3,050 weekly incidents. This surge was fueled by a concoction of factors. The democratization of malicious software played a major role. That's right, the bad guys had easier access to harmful tech. It's like handing a toddler a box of matches, but it doesn't end there. The organization of cybercriminal groups also escalated. Remember those high school cliques? Imagine them. But instead of planning prom, they're orchestrating cyber attacks. Geopolitical conflicts and economic uncertainty also added fuel to the fire. It seems the digital world isn't immune to the chaos of the real world. The cyber realm became a hotbed for crime, with APAC at the epicenter. The implications of this surge are monumental. Not only does it threaten the security of businesses and individuals, but it can also disrupt the economic stability of the region. It's like a digital domino effect. One cyber attack could potentially set off a chain reaction of destruction and devastation. And you thought your caffeine addiction was bad. This surge is off the cyber charts. All right, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about the good guys. Enter the World Economic Forum's Center for Cybersecurity. Now, you might think of the World Economic Forum as a place where high-powered suits gather to discuss global issues over expensive coffee. But under that glossy surface, there's a lot more going on. The World Economic Forum, or WEF as it's commonly known, has a crucial role in addressing global cybersecurity challenges. You see, cybercrime is not a problem that can be solved by one country or one company alone. It's a global issue that requires a global response. And that's where the WEF's Center for Cybersecurity steps in. The center is a hive of activity, buzzing with experts from around the world who are tirelessly working to protect us from the ever-evolving threats of cybercrime. They're not just sitting around in a room filled with computers, though. They're out there, actively collaborating with international partners, pushing for tighter regulations, and continuously striving to improve our defenses. But the center's work doesn't stop at the policy level. They're also committed to promoting a cybersecurity-conscious culture in the Asia-Pacific region and beyond. They understand that to truly combat cybercrime, we need to change our mindset. We need to be aware of the risks, to understand the importance of cybersecurity, and to take steps to protect ourselves and our digital infrastructure. And while this might sound like a tall order, it's a challenge that the center is more than ready to take on. They're not just fighting the cybercriminals of today, but preparing for the threats of tomorrow. They're fostering resilience, equipping us with the knowledge and tools we need to stand strong against the storm of cyber threats. So the next time you think of the World Economic Forum, remember, they're not just about handshakes and photo ops. They're on the front lines of the cyber warfare, working to protect your digital life. And you thought the World Economic Forum was just about hobnobbing with world leaders. They're actually trying to save your digital life. So what's next for APAC? Should we all just throw our devices into the ocean and live in a cave? Nope, there's a better way. In the face of escalating cyber threats, the Asia-Pacific region isn't backing down. A multifaceted approach is key to combating this digital menace. It's not just about having the best antivirus software or the strongest firewall. It's about creating a culture of cybersecurity, where everyone is aware, vigilant, and proactive. Collaboration with international partners is a crucial part of this strategy. The cyber world knows no boundaries, and neither should our efforts to safeguard it. By joining forces with global allies, APAC can tap into a wealth of knowledge, resources, and expertise. Together we can stay one step ahead of the cybercriminals. But it's not just about defense. Awareness is our first line of offense. By understanding the nature of cyber threats and how they operate, we can spot them before they strike. Regular training and education programs can equip individuals and organizations with the tools they need to recognize and neutralize threats. Rules and regulations also play a crucial role. By setting standards for cybersecurity, governments can ensure that companies take the necessary precautions to protect their digital infrastructure. Lastly, but certainly not least, is the principle of continuous improvement. The cyber landscape is constantly evolving, and so too should our strategies to combat it. Regular audits, updates, and upgrades can help to ensure that our defenses remain robust and effective. So, keep those devices, folks. But remember, your password isn't a secret if it's password 123.